voices in my head. Talk to me, they understand.
Eddie's down there.
That's not even funny, bruh. That's not right. That's wrong. Chat, that's a no-no. That's a bad Randy, chat. You ain't going like that in no grown man. I get it. That nigga already beat your ass for 10 minutes straight? I'm not buying a ticket so you can do it again.
Panama convertible, still ain't looking like I'm rich. DL fish straight out stuff, still look like I'm out the trench. Still don't fucking hitters. Know I be on hella dope, still don't drink to find my rhythm.
Yeah. Anyway, man, I ain't need to waste your time, man. You know, Orton was a menace. Ah, man, shout out to boy OSM, man.
I think a lot of people, including myself, have forgotten how much of a menace to society Randy Orton was in his prime.
I didn't cover in the intro, but Randy's a weirdo.
Was more than a heel. He was more than bad. He was more than just a villain. He was straight up mental. He was a psychopath. Randy at first just started off as a regular blue chip prospect, and you would have never ever expected.
That ain't Randy. No, that's not ain't Randy. That's not Randy, bro. Nah, that's a troll. You're not telling me this nigga Randy Orton pulled up the WWE. This nigga Randy Orton pulled up to
Everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me, they understand. They talk to me.
No, he got it. That ain't you, bruh. That ain't you, bruh. That weren't you, bruh. That's clickbait. Let's talk about this fit. No socks. Jesus slides, but they're not Jesus Vuitton slides. Baggy jeans. On like, I ain't gonna lie, you got a little muscle, Randy. You got a little, I feel it, but extra small shirt with the bed on it cut. Are you a badass, a farmer, or broke? Like, I don't know.
Right here would end up becoming the menace that he ended up becoming. At first, he was just a young kid in Evolution doing the dirty work and helping Triple H bury the Raw roster one step at a time. But eventually, he was doing some of the most insane things we've ever seen in wrestling. It all started when he was 23 years old. Randy Orton became the legend killer, and this man would just simply go around and beat up legends. These poor old men who could barely move half of the time, broken hips and bones, you name it. It didn't matter. He would RKO these men. He would kick them downstairs, spit in their face, and oh my bad, it wasn't even just men. Even 80-year-old fabulous Moolah caught it. But I mean, she did kind of deserve it. But nah, Randy was a young savage, but after the insane match with Foley and winning the world title, he slowly actually became a face, a good guy. The fans wanted to cheer him, especially up against Triple H, and the plans were he was going to be the future.
One of us gotta die if niggas is just walking around. This nigga Randy was doing this on live television? I ain't gonna lie, with a broke character. Hunter, you're supposed to hit him with a sledgehammer. Oh, I will. I definitely got that motherfucking mimic. Like, yeah, hell no.
Of Raw. His legend killer days were gone. He was going to be good guy Randy Orton, carrying the Raw brand, being the future of the WWE. Yeah, he was going to be good guy Randy Orton. But the issue was, does this look like a good guy to you? Randy in 04 and 05 just gave off the biggest douchebag vibes you could possibly imagine. He didn't know how to act like a face. It was awkward. It was weird. So they just went all in with this villain character. We thought Randy was going crazy before. Wow, he's beating up legends. Cool. Nah, after this, it was GG. Nobody was safe. Everyone was catching it, including his girlfriend. So he had a girlfriend in early 05, the sexy Stacy Keibler. But nah, she was too much of a distraction. So what does he do? Middle of the ring, kiss and RKO. Be gone, thought. Leave me alone. I'm a man of God. Hey, Jake the Snake looked at him weird.
Randy
doesn't matter. RKO. But it was the Undertaker feud that drove him to insanity. It was this feud right here that made Randy into the monster that we all know him as. So Randy couldn't beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, right? Boo-hoo, it's fine, Randy, it's all good. Nah, Randy doesn't go down like that. So what does Randy do in the months after that? Alright, so first, let me interfere and cost you a WWE title match.
Jesus.
Okay? Let me put a dummy that looks like you in a casket to trip you out. But you know what? That's not enough. Let me actually put you in the casket and then set it on fire. And then basically dance on your grave. Randy lost one match at WrestleMania to The Undertaker, and he made it his personal vendetta to smoke on the Undertaker pack. And when he got it, that pack was loud. But oh, okay, Undertaker, you're gonna keep coming back from the dead. It's fine, no worries. What does this man do? On the Eddie Guerrero SmackDown tribute episode, they have Eddie Guerrero's lowrider out there to pay respect to Eddie. What this psychopath? He takes the Undertaker, places him on the back of the lowrider, and yes, Eddie had just died a few days before this. He gets in the lowrider and reverses that thing back into the SmackDown stage, causing the Undertaker and the car to blow up. And that wasn't the last time poor Eddie Guerrero was getting clapped in his grave. A few months later, after Eddie's best friend Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble, Rey won it for Eddie. He pulled off a miracle. What does Randy say to Rey in the middle of the ring while Rey is looking to the heavens, looking at Eddie?
Eddie's down there.
That ain't right. Man, that's not even funny, bruh. That's not right. That's wrong, chat. That's a no. That's a bad Randy, chat. That's fucked. That's fucked. Damn, chat. That's not funny. Cancel Randy Orton, bruh. That's not funny. Damn it.
In hell.
This man had officially lost it. And how can we forget about the tag team of Rated RKO? This was a tag team match made in hell. You take Edge,
these
that
were just
slimy,
menaces.
disgusting piece of shit, and then you take Randy Orton, the man with no morals, no respect, and together they were straight up animals.
Just
but
menaces.
after all those shenanigans in 04, 05, 06, 07 was the year where Randy Orton changed once again, and this time he went from the legend killer to the Viper. And no, don't worry, it's fine. He still killed legends. You know, he beat up Sergeant Slaughter, Jerry the King
Jesus
Lawler,
Christ.
you know, casually slapped Cody Rhodes' dad in front of him and then proceeded to beat his ass on pay-per-view. Don't worry, he still did that. But when he became the Viper, that's when he introduced a new finisher to his arsenal. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most vicious finishers of all time.
Punt.
This was a move that every single kid who was watching at the time wanted to do so bad, but they were always scared that they were probably gonna kill their friend if they did it. This was the move that simply meant lights out. There was no kicking out of this. The punt. Randy Orton's punt kick was on another level. This move was actually scary, okay? When he used to hit someone with this, you thought they were dead. Bro, what a move. Normal wrestlers had like normal moves, right? Like standard wrestling moves. Randy was like, nah, I'ma just start kicking mother knuckers in the head. What are you gonna do about it? Once Randy started doing the punt, he started doing things that were just straight up evil. First, he was feuding with John Cena, right? This man handcuffed Cena to the ropes and then spent like 10 minutes just casually beating up John Cena's dad in the middle of the ring. This 50, 60-year-old man just casually getting his ass kicked while his son watches. And it didn't stop there. No. Did I mention that on another episode of Raw, Randy Orton just grabbed Cena's dad from the crowd, threw him over, and just boom, punted him in the head. Like, yo, Edge slapped Cena's dad and we were all like, oh my god, how could he do that? That's so disrespectful. Randy was like, yo, I'm gonna send this man to heaven.
Why'd you keep
Randy
buying
got the
tickets? I ain't gonna lie. Natural selection. He liked it. He's a pain whore or a natural selection. Because it does. Why do you keep coming back? I'ma support my son. I don't give a fuck. You ain't scaring me. I'm a grown. He beat your ass. I get it. I'm not born a bitch. I'm really not. I know comment section gonna go crazy. It's full of 6-foot giga chads that could snap me away because you're just a him or whatever. All right, bitch. Anyway, so I completely understand. Bigger, stronger, weaker, scrawnier, whatever. You ain't going like that in no grown man. I get it. That nigga already beat your ass for 10 minutes straight? I'm not buying a ticket so you can do it again. What the fuck? You got it, bro. Like 10 minutes? And I got a son that could beat your ass? I'm waiting on my son to do it. Fuck it. Yeah, you got it, bro. I'm not coming back until sunset is good. Simple. Slide for pops, nigga. What the fuck?
WWE Championship in late 07 and he dominated, okay? Remember when ISIS was running that one summer? Well, Randy Orton was basically running the winter of 07 and the spring of 08. Yo, Triple H, light work. He clapped him so hard, he was bleeding so much that you think he needed a blood transfusion. A feud with Jeff Hardy? Well, when he's in the ring, let me just take his brother and hold him hostage backstage and punt him. Fam, at this point, Randy Orton basically was a terrorist. Yo, Randy had a match with John Cena at No Way Out 2008 and this annoyed me so much. So they were both in the middle of the ring. They had been wrestling for like 15 minutes. It was a solid match and it's like, okay, they're face to face, it's about to go down. Randy is gonna get beat up, Cena's gonna take back his championship, and you're ready, you're anticipating and you're hyped, but Randy slaps the referee and everyone's like, wait, what? Why did he slap the referee? What happened? But then the referee disqualifies Randy Orton and Randy just runs away with the title.
So, I promise you, I was not into wrestling at this point in time. The thing about my childhood is I watched wrestling occasionally from like 05 to 08 or whatever. And then when I went back and rewatched it in like 2010-ish, that's when I was really into it. So a lot of the early wrestling shit I know of, but I don't know. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. This nigga sing the cooking right now. Shut your bitch ass up, ref. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
This man purposely got himself disqualified in a championship match to stay champion on a pay-per-view. But yeah, man, all those things were wild. All those shenanigans and moments that were insane. Randy Orton finally reached his final form, his peak of being a menace, when he shaved his head. And I don't know what kind of razor this man was doing. I don't know what kind of deadly skin fade he was getting, but he got his head shaved. He grabbed Cody Rhodes. He grabbed Ted DiBiase Jr. He created Legacy, and he went after the McMahons. I'm telling you, man, this was Super Saiyan Randy Orton right here. So his feud with the McMahon starts off pretty chill at first. Okay, he's with Stephanie, he's insulting her, and every week he just goes above and beyond. But slowly it becomes him straight up tormenting Steph. He eventually is like, oh, you're useless, you're this, you're that. In one episode of Raw, it was Vince and Steph in the ring, and he just straight up says that, hey, now that you popped out some grandkids, you're essentially worthless. Yo, at that point already we're like, whoa, that's pretty wild, that's pretty wild. But nah, this was just the beginning. After that, he just goes off the rails. He goes off the rails in a level that we have never seen before. So he slaps Vince McMahon and then he punts him. He punts this 64-year-old man, the owner of the company, punts him in the middle of the ring. So then Steph, who's all like scared, like, oh my god, you beat up my dad, she brings back Shane McMahon, who hadn't wrestled in a few years. So she brings Shane. Everyone's like, yay, Shane's gonna beat up Randy.
Shane beat him up.
What does Randy do? Well, he beats his ass too. He leaves Shane a mess in the ring. So then Steph comes out because she's like the last hope. What happens? Boom, RKO. So this man hunted the dad, then he killed the brother, and then he RKO'd the sister. Hey yo, somebody get Linda out here. So at this point, the whole family has been abused, and there's only one man left. There's only one man left to save the day. The son-in-law, Triple H, comes out to save the family name, to save the family's honor. So Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's marriage for the first time is being acknowledged on TV. So now Triple H is in the picture, and ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We get the most iconic Randy Orton moments ever. So yo, Randy had destroyed the McMahon family. He had done it all. But then on one night, it was Legacy versus Triple H in a handicap match. Before they had their match at Mania, they had a handicap match. And man, Randy Orton must be one wild guy at home, because apparently this man loves handcuffs.
What the fuck?
So they take Triple H and they handcuff him to the ropes. And he says that there's only one person who can save you now, and she better hurry. So Orton grabs a sledgehammer and he is about to wild out. But Stephanie McMahon, she runs out there, she's crying, she's running, and she begs them to stop, just pleading and begging. And Randy Orton, at his peak, in his prime, at his absolute best, he grabs her with Triple H handcuffed and begging him to stop. Having to watch this, he DDTs her right then and there. Yo, Steph is laid out and Triple H is freaking out. Triple H is going insane. And you think it's over. You think it's done. Like, wow, they really did it. You know, they DDT'd Stephanie McMahon. Wow, what a great storyline. It's done. But nah, we were just beginning, because Triple H is about to cry, okay? He is tripping, he's about to cry, but Randy is smiling. So he gets a sledgehammer, and he's about to do this. He's about to catch a body, but he puts it down. He's like, you know what? I got a better idea. So Triple H, with tears in his eyes, handcuffed to the ring, he is forced to watch this. He is forced to watch one of the most iconic Raw moments in history, in my opinion. Something that had the entire playground going crazy the next day. Randy Orton, smiling, looking at Triple H, kisses Stephanie McMahon. Fam, this was insane. This was one of those things that felt surreal. Like, how was this happening? How is this possible? This was in the PG era. This was 2009, but it felt so surreal. And then Randy just grabs a sledgehammer and boom, bangs in Triple H and walks away, just leaving Triple H and his wife just lying there. And as the year went on, whether he won or lost, it didn't matter. 09 was a year where he was in his final form, where he wasn't even a wrestler anymore. At this point, he was just there to wild out, destroy families, and end careers. Look no further than the stuff that he did to John Cena in 2009. Back in 07, like we mentioned, he already beat up his dad and destroyed him, RKO'd him, all that stuff. But that wasn't enough. No, that was not enough. In 09, he was the ultimate supervillain, so we had to step it up. So in an I Quit match against John Cena at Breaking Point 2009, first of all, this wasn't even a match. My bad. This wasn't even a fight either. This
Yeah,
was
he
something,
just-
honestly,
he
you
damn
probably
near
isn't
lynched
allowed
Cena.
on YouTube. Yo, Randy beat Cena's ass for a solid 25 minutes before, you know, Super Cena's powers kicked in. But he pulled out the handcuffs once again, and he cuffed him, and he just started clapping him. He beat Cena's ass so bad that, honestly, it was kind of disturbing. Yo, he knocked him out, and he was dragging his body like he was playing a hitman. But yeah, this
Cena
man
just
tied up Cena
refused
to
to
the
say
post,
quit.
and he tortured him. He actually tortured him. He would have waterboarded him if he could have. He got the kendo sticks, and
that nigga Cena passed out. He was like, you don't get to fucking sleep. Woke his ass up. Got a kendo stick. Mink, say I quit. No. Mink, say I quit. No. Mink, say I quit. No. All right. Put that bitch to his head. Mink, wake up. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. But you know, John Cena can never give up. So Cena in submission matches and Cena in I quit matches is an auto lock because he can never give up. So yeah.
and he started just wilding out. He was like a man possessed, the chair shots, the kendos, and yo, trust me, I have never heard John Cena cry like that like he did in this match.
Nah, this is
but
crazy.
how could we forget Bragging Rights 2009? After destroying families, beating up dads, and destroying legends, you know, he had to take it to the next level. What was the next big thing he could do?
Talk to me.
How about murdering someone?
Wait,
it
what?
was Cena versus Randy in an Iron Man match for 1 hour. It was 1 hour of Randy Orton just being a straight up menace. So they're fighting, and Randy slams John Cena's head into the pyro control thingy, and the pyro went off. And yo, I swear to God, Randy looked like a caveman who had just discovered fire for the first time. So first he
remember
grabs
this.
John Cena and just throws him into the
remember
lights,
this.
trying to blow him up with the lights. But that wasn't enough. You know what? It didn't do enough damage. He needed more fire, more
This
sparks.
nigga's
It
just,
wasn't
like, had a
enough. And it's like, yo, why stop
sped
there?
attack on
Randy
the lights.
really wanted to be on the FBI's most wanted list. So Cena is literally crawling away for his life. He's trying to crawl away from this monster. He's trying to get away, and he ends up on the stage. So Randy sees that Cena is on the stage, and he goes to the pyro control
This
thingy
nigga
once
pushed
again, and
every
this
button.
man starts spamming.
So chat, you see these buttons? You know, don't push the red button. The green button's cool. Ah, it's actually the blue button, Sage. This nigga Randy? Watch.
The buttons like a kid playing
Watch.
Nintendo for the first time. He is just button mashing like his life depends on it, and the fireworks just go off.
I gotta play it. Should have had you notice on. I gotta play it, bro. I gotta, yo. That never
You
gets
thought
old.
Kane was gonna come out and pew, pew, pew. Randy Orton tried blowing up John Cena with fireworks in front of 20,000 people. Officer, this guy right here.
Yeah,
nah, man,
where's that
it's
man?
crazy. Just look at him in 2002.
Like,
This guy
come
right
on,
here. Look at his
bro.
face. Somehow, some way, this kid who looks like the most average 2002 American Eagle model you could possibly imagine.
You know what? Nowadays,
went on to
though,
become a super.
motherfucker like Randy Orton can get off scot-free. Scot-free. Motherfucker built like these nowadays, chat. They get off the hook as long as they're charming. Yeah, y'all niggas are sick. And you know what I'm talking about. You Jeffrey bastards. Or you Bungie fucks. Yeah, you niggas are sick. Hey, but he's charming. I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for him. Really? Bastards.
Like the most average 2002
Bastards.
American Eagle model you could possibly imagine, went on to become a supervillain for the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, I present to you a bona fide, certified menace to society, Randy Orton.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
After this, Randy Orton's career went on and
shit,
he
it's not
did his
over.
thing,
Oops.
okay? Every now and then he would tweak and do something crazy, such as burning down houses,
Oh my
destroying
God.
earlobes, cashing in on Daniel Bryan. But man, this run right here from 2004 until 2009,
Yeah, you know,
this was
cutting off an earlobe
unprecedented.
and burning a
Randy
house
pushed the
down,
limits
yeah,
of what a
kinda.
heel
Like,
was,
nigga,
okay?
what?
They did everything and anything they could possibly think of Randy Orton to do. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, we will never ever see a character go to that level ever again. Randy Orton did it all, and I am so happy that I grew up in this era that I was able to watch prime Randy Orton at his absolute best just cause mayhem and destruction and be the biggest savage you could possibly imagine. Randy Orton in his prime is like a top 3 heel. I don't care what anyone says. As a heel, as the man doing horrible, vicious
Top 3,
things,
probably
Randy Orton
gotta
in his
be in my
prime,
top 3.
all time. I don't care. Yo, in the comments
probably
below,
gotta
leave
be
your
in my top
favorite
3
Randy
somewhere.
Orton savage moments, whether it's a quote, a match, anything, it doesn't matter. Let's give prime Randy
Not
Orton some of his
Kofi.
flowers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it and reminiscing and just thinking about all the crazy stuff that Randy Orton's character used to do. It was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Lips. I'm out of here. But yeah, Randy
like that.
Orton, the definition of a menace.
I like that. I like
Later,
that.
guys.
I was never like afraid of Randy, but I was afraid of Randy. He's a weirdo, bruh. He's weird. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. He's just weird. I hear voices in my head as in this fucking theme song. No shit.